What's up, you guys? Alright, we are in the Orlando area. Today, by the way, today is the 26th of June, Monday morning. Right at about 9 a.m. local time. I'm actually supposed to be at my final drop right now, but the amount of time it took me to get out of my previous drop at McLean in Haines City, between that and the traffic, they combined for a problematic situation there with getting to this final drop on time. And part of the delay over there in Haines City was just waiting on my money code so I could pay my lumber fee. So I forgot to mention in that other video was $325 is what I paid. Alright, so we're on our way to a place called Kelly Foods now in Winter Garden. You know what? Now to mention it, got to screen record so you guys can see more precisely where we're at. Damn, dude, stay in your lane. I don't know if he was talking to me or somebody else.
You got a 20 on that trailer, Tom?
What? 20 on a trailer. I don't know who's saying what to whom. Alright, anyway. Yeah, we're coming up here to Kelly's Foods. It's a new place to me. One of my friends who lives out here says he's been to it before. Says it's pretty, it's not bad. Actually, when I looked at the reviews for the place, it looks like it's, well, looking at it on the satellite view, it looks like it might be on the small side. However, yeah, the reviews actually give, say there's that, might actually have, it's pretty easy to do a straight back setup if you know how to do the setup, I guess, with, because I think you have to come up to the dock doors, like facing at them, but supposedly there's room to work with there. And some of the reviews, there was like a hodgepodge of, some people love the way they get treated there, and others hated it there. That's what it sounds like. I guess some people stood there forever, and like person after person walked by, didn't say a word to them or whatever. Whatnot. I guess they weren't familiar with the process. Someone in there though said they go there regularly. They said if nobody's there, you just put your phone number down on the BOL and I guess put it down wherever, and wherever you drop them off or turn them in at, whatever, and they'll take care of it. They'll come out to you and tell you what door to dock into eventually. Alright, so that's a little bit about the place. I'll give you more once we're closer. However, I want to talk about something different. I thought I was going to talk about something else in particular, but on the way up here, I had mentioned in the last video that I was going to stop in at the Loves there where I-4 and Highway 27 meet up. Just real quick. I thought I was just going to be there for just a couple of minutes. Well, for the most part it was. But, alright, so all I did was just basically get a fresh drink. That's it, and I went right back out. Well, when I was waiting in line to get my, to pay for it, we got a bunch of on-ramp traffic, so I'll stay over here. If I do move over, it'll create a problem for that dump truck driver back there I just passed also. Alright, so anyway, I go over to the fuel desk, the diesel desk, to wait my turn to pay, and there was another guy up in front of me, also waiting to pay, who walked up there right before me. And we were, just a little bit of small chat, whatever, at first, and then after he got through paying for his drink, he was getting a coffee, I was getting my Pepsi, whatever. After he got through paying for his drink, he started to notice he was noticing my ears. and asking me if I wrestled or something. And, you know, this is something that every so often I get asked this. Yeah, and I told him that I do jiu-jitsu, and it turns out, you know, he's got cauliflower ears on both of his ears too from doing years and years and years of jiu-jitsu, and then another art called Vale-Tudo, which is basically like a mixed martial art that was like a no-holds-barred type of martial art. Very popular in Brazil. So, yeah, so we get to talking about that, like, yeah, because, you know, especially when you have a white guy with cauliflower ears, more often than not, if you see that, they have a wrestling background specifically. I don't usually, you know, with someone who's in the, you know, under those grappling arts, doesn't tend to think of jiu-jitsu when they see a white guy with cauliflower ear, or, you know, nowadays might be mixed martial arts and stuff, but yeah, generally though, people think, because, you know, in American schools, it's just the way it is. Just about every American school has a wrestling program, you know, a wrestling team, but yeah, they don't have jiu-jitsu teams. Well, actually, one of my friends from the base, he's a 5th Dan black belt in judo, and he grew up in Hawaii. And I was kind of surprised when he said that his high school in Hawaii had a judo team. Like, oh, wow, really? I didn't know that it was like that big a thing over there. That it was so big that you actually had you could actually have a high school sports team for it. So, yeah, I would expect to see like jiu-jitsu teams in high school or whatever, and maybe in Brazil or whatever, but you just don't hear that in America. So naturally, when people see I got cauliflower ears, they're inclined to think that it's let me back it off, because we're gonna have traffic delay up here anyway. And then see if I can switch this. I'm gonna just trying to switch this over to, you just screwed me over. Just trying to get into satellite mode. Alright, so anyway, we got to talking for a good bit there. Yeah, and I told him that I trained Gracie Maita, the system, which is handled by Hoyler Gracie. Yeah, and then I told him, you know, because as soon as he heard that, he was like, oh yeah, I'm thinking, actually I told him Gracie Temecula and Hemet is where I trained in. And he right away knew that I was talking about the Riverside area of California. Turned out he's from the Miami area. I'm assuming he's Brazilian, but I don't know for sure. He, you know, it could have been Cuban, but, you know, given the area. But I'm pretty sure he's Brazilian. He didn't really have a Cuban accent, or didn't really look Cuban. So I would assume that he's Brazilian. Yeah, the amount of time that he spent training and all that, he's got to be at least, I would say at least a 4th or 5th, maybe even 6th degree black belt in jiu-jitsu. Definitely no one I would want to screw with. I mean, he was several inches shorter than me, but nope, that's with the kind of background he has. You know, they both the jiu-jitsu and the Vale-Tudo experience. I don't care how big or small that guy is. I am not fucking with that guy. I'll get my ass. Yeah, I'll get the floor mopped with my ass by him if I were to try to compete with him. But, you know, it's funny because my ears, they tend to attract attention whether it's good or bad. I've not had bad, and that's mainly because I stay away from the places where it's most likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. And the wrong kind of attention is when people have alcohol in their system. So because of that, I tend to stay away from bars and nightclubs and stuff, because or anywhere where people are going to be getting likely to be getting drunk, because you always hear about it. Someone gets wasted, they get a dose of liquid courage, and they see that you got cauliflower ears, whatever, and they know that you're either wrestler or jiu-jitsu or something, and dude, back it off. And then they want, it's like their way. They want to size you up and see just how good you are, or whatever, or see how good they are against you to stroke their own ego. I don't do this kind of stuff to show off what I can or can't do, or show how bad I am at it or whatever. No, it's do it because it's for one, it's great self-defense art and good workout. And generally speaking, a lot of fights, a lot of regular ground fights. If you can't fight on the ground, then because most. That was part of why Jiu-Jitsu even started, or I would say Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's a Japanese Jiu-Jitsu too that Judo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu both derived from. But Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was based on the idea that 95% of the time the fight's going to end up on the ground anyway, so why not know how to fight on the, focus specifically on ground fighting. Is this a cop or something? His lights are flashing, they're alternating. Or is he a construction vehicle? I don't know what the story is with that. The only people who can have lights like that in California are cops. So it kind of made me wonder what the hell's going on. And then he turns them off. Wow. Alright, so I stay away from bars and stuff like that because I don't want people seeing them and thinking that that it's an open invitation to do something stupid and get me kicked out of the bar or something. Yeah, no, I'm not into that. In fact, I had one time in between my divorce and being with getting with Dora, I had a girlfriend I was seeing in between them. We went to just hang out one night at Big Cheesecake Factory, I think is what I can't remember the name of it. Something along that line. It's basically a pizza and whatever kind of bar, and it's got a bar as well. We're just over there at the bar hanging out. We're the only ones even in the bar area. It's actually at the bar table. And there was a group of like 8 or so people at a table just behind us, or not far behind us. And I remember one of them came up to refill his growler thing, or whatever they call those things. It's one of them big ass pitchers that can, that an entire table of 8 can drink out of. But he comes up, we're all waiting for the bartender to show back up so we can get refills or whatever, and we get to having a conversation. I can tell that he liked my girlfriend, but then, at one point in time he said, "You look like you could fight," because he saw my ears, and like, yeah, great, don't tell me where this is going. So I don't want to advertise what I know, because I don't, and especially with someone who's been drinking, I get concerned now. Great, he's gonna want to do get on the ground and roll or something, or just fight just for the sake of fighting or something. And I'm not interested in that. But so I just said something like that. And I was like, okay, and so just the fact that I was more a little bit evasive on what exactly I knew and how much or whatever. I think it was kind of clue to him that there's a possibility I might know a lot more than I really am willing to let me know. All right, so next exit. This is the Florida Turnpike right here. We're coming by the very next exit. That's where we're gonna get off. Best I can tell, Looks like I want to head west on this. Can I use west? No. I don't even know where that one goes. Oh yeah, actually I do want 50. So it looks like I can use 50 to get to it. Yeah, my friend who lives here in the area did talk about being off of 50 as well. Alright, we're going to head west from here. I can't tell if there are any other roads in there beside... it looks like I might have to go a little further down and then cycle back over, but it's hard to... No, it looks like... No, there's Carter Road right here. It's just a short distance. Alright. I didn't even really have time to really... scout ahead on this thing to figure out exactly how to get in here. So the other thing with the jiu-jitsu though is like it's not that big. I can kick everybody's ass thing because you never know. Like everybody has a say in the game, and you know, if you end up getting in a fight of some sort, and even if the person can't fight worth a shit, what's to say that they won't come at you with a gun or a knife or something along that line? And you know, hey, I got an equalizer or whatever. It's, you know, then what do you do? So I don't just go sitting there trying to, you know, think I'm badass, whatever, because you never know. Like there was a guy last year I was jaw jacking with on the radio because he just frustrated me. I was being a little bitch. I'll talk about it on another video sometime, and I have the footage of it. The guy wanted to fight me. I'm like, you don't even know who you're dealing with. Are you really sure you want to try to fight me? And we'll talk some more on that one later, though. Alright, we're going to make this right here on the Carter. Yeah, there's plenty of room to make my turn there. My tandems will clear the curb just fine there. Just make a really nice button up turn and it's no problem there. Alright, we're going to be on the left side here. It's be a driveway up here on the left, a short distance. They do have a staging lots from what I understand. And they even allow you to park overnight there from what the reviews say. It's a small place though, and I guess there's a gate with a guard shack as well that you're gonna come in. Yeah, that might be it right there. Or no, not that one. It's not this one, is it? No, that's some other yard. Alright, nope. Alright, gotta make sure I wasn't confusing somebody behind me. Alright, yeah, looks like right here. Right where the guy in the lawnmower is. Drivers must chalk wheels. Alright, so... I don't see a guard shack, whatever, but I know there's staging over here, and I see other trucks parked over here, so we're going to go ahead and come on over in here and get parked, and then we'll get checked in. Yeah, I can see where you can't necessarily do a straight back setup depending on what trucks are parked where. This guy's parked like shit, so I'll park over my name. Yeah, the guy in the red truck is parked crooked, so, and he's partially into the spot I would have been going for otherwise. I get a little bit closer to hay. Leave some room if someone else shows up. Drives over there. Alright. Okay, so not as late here as I thought it was going to be. It's only barely 20 minutes late, so it's not too bad. All right, I'm going to go get checked in and see how things go. All right, guys, we got a dock door assignment. We're going to be docking into door 6 as soon as the Stevens truck that's in it now leaves. I can't really see him from where I'm at, but I need to get set up, and yeah, he's already pulled away from the door. He's in front of it, but he's already pulled away. So what we're going to do here to set up is just come out this direction, get the trailer pointed toward the door, and just waltz right in. We get my trailer doors open while I'm waiting on Stevens to close his. Or no, that's not Stevens. That's Smith, I think. That black one over there. That's where I'm docking in at. All right, guys. Smith has vacated the door, so let me come back. Try to get just on the other side, just clear of that guy with the white and blue KW. Or Freightliner, or whatever that thing is, I can't tell. Alright, door... Yeah, I think 6 is the one I'm pointing right at right now. Okay. Trying to, that's why I go slow. I was expecting to find a forklift operator over there, maybe sneaking around, but all of a sudden the Sprinter van shows up, and yeah, it's good reason to go slow. Okay, so just like the review had said, someone who comes here a lot, who said, man, so when you get inside the office there, it's just like a cage thing that separates you from the warehouse. When you get in there, just sign the log, fill out all the relevant info on the logbook, and then just put your bills down on the thing right there, and then go back to your truck. You don't have to interact with anybody over there. And then the guy just came over and came up to my truck and knocked on my door and let me know I could dock in here as soon as that Smith truck left. Alright, shit, man. Steering got a overshot on the steering just a little bit. Or with the steering wheel, and I couldn't get it to correct back by the time the thing got too far over. I was trying to square up, but I needed to overshoot on purpose a little bit, but then I needed to, but not by much, and then I tried to square up and couldn't. I can't really see the pads now based on where I'm actually at, but I know I'm in the right spot. That wasn't too bad a hit. Oh yeah. That worked out. Okay, so current time is 9:50, so I've been here about half an hour. I know these other guys have been waiting they were already here by the time I got here, but
you have 8 hours.
Then again, I don't know if the guy in this 4R truck would ever get. Yeah, this guy's looking to see if I'm gonna pull out on him or something, but no, I just docked in. All right, that's now we'll have some more for you on the way out of here. Okay. Morning. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Alright guys, we are all done here. I'll wait on this guy to walk by first. Pretty sure hay trucking's gonna end up in this door as soon as I'm out of it. So as soon as this guy's clear, I'm gonna go over here and be completely out of the way. I'll get my doors closed and we'll talk some more about what's going on next. Yeah, see, this is one of those cases I don't need to have my, I don't need to be in front of the door to do stuff and be in someone's way when I can move out of here. Even though Hey Trucking still got to close his door, open his doors to get in there. Alright, let me double check that we're empty, got my load locks back and all that kind of stuff. Send departure and we'll be out of here. Alright guys, we're ready to get out of here now. I have a suspicion I'm going to either need a 34-hour reset before I get a reload, or I will have to get a reload that I can pick up pretty quickly, but has enough time on it for me to do a 34 in route. I don't know which is going to happen yet. I don't currently have a pre-plan. Yeah, we're clear there. Okay, so I have 22 hours, just over, I think 22:20 or something like that left on my 70-hour clock. Yeah, that'll give me a good 11-hour shifts, but problem is I got 2 nights in a row of no recaps at all coming in. And then the third night will be just 2.5 hours or so that comes in. So that's not going to be very useful for me at all. So I can see the possibility of a 34-hour reset coming. Nearest place to park, you know, if you have remotely a truck stop, whatever, would be to head north up to Zellwood. I have that pulled up right now on the map for you. So let me zoom back in and out a little bit so you can see a little bit more clearly. Okay, so what we're going to do is take Highway 50 back over to the same highway we just came off of, 429, or... yeah, 429. We'll take that up to Paradise Heights and the Apopka area, and get north, head north on... actually, we'll stay on 429 all the way up there until we get to Highway 441. I think it's 441. And not very far north of there on 441 is where Zellwood truck stop is at. I'm just going to go ahead and go there. As it turns out, we do a lot of pickups at a place that I call Umatilla, but locals all call it Umatilla. Again, I don't want to argue about which is proper without knowing where the root, you know, where the word really originated from, or how it's supposed to be pronounced in whatever language it actually is. That will dictate that. I don't go by just what people in the local area say, obviously, because a lot of times people are wrong. But anyway, yeah, not too far up that way past Zellwood is actually the Florida's Natural facility in Umatilla that we go to a fair amount. So I'm just going to play a little bit that maybe that's where my next reload will come from. Whether it happens or whether I get something today or not until tomorrow, I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so also from a planner perspective, regarding my hours, those, I mean, 22 hours, that's a lot to be doing a 34-hour reset with, to be honest with you. I'm kind of reluctant to do a 34 based on that. However, let's say I'm burning through the hours so fast, like, I don't know if there's much for loads available, or that will be available, that are compatible with those hours. So if they don't have anything that's compatible with the hours, I'm just going to have to do a reset. Ramp. Okay, yeah, 2 lanes here. Well, we'll see how it goes. I don't see the load board that JCT has, so I don't know what loads are or are not available. You know, 22 hours to work with, that's 2 good long shifts. I can run practically anywhere on the East Coast with that, or almost anywhere, but I'd have to stay east, and I am trying to get back to our terminal to get work done. Alright guys, Yeah, you know, that's one thing that kind of sucks with this setup on this truck, or actually my height more so. I have as I sit all the way back, and my chair's as far back as it can go. And I do sit with the chair most of the way up as well. So the area here where my visor's at sits pretty low when I'm as far back as I am. There's a huge blind area for me. So when I'm at intersections, I can't see traffic lights most of the time. I actually have to lean down and, you know, sometimes I can actually see like the green light, but I can't see the red or yellow or something. But yeah, that's a pretty common occurrence for me. So I'm always having to at least lurch forward just so I can see what color the lights are. All right, so yeah, well, I was talking about my truck, or to get work done more so. Let's figure, all right, 65 zone, okay. All right, so I need to get a DOT inspection done because it's due next month. I still need to get back to the terminal to get my 5-year tenure ring. And my right steer tire, the outer end of it's getting pretty worn out, so and it's obviously an alignment issue, so I'm going to need the tire and an alignment, plus get that differential leak looked at. Gonna have to park it and get a little bit of TLC done on the truck a little bit. I mean, the truck's been running great. Overall, I mean, notwithstanding all these damn safety systems that I hate, it is what it is. Otherwise, yeah, the truck's been great as long as I've had it, and I first got into it in September. So I'm happy with it on that aspect. Just not happy with the transmission choice. Or all these damn gadgets on here that I don't need. All right. That's enough of that anyway. Alright, Highway 414, 46 minutes, and 441, 7 to 9. This was only a 13-mile trip from here to Zellwood. But, alright, I don't know what's going on next. I could get a pre-plan today for who knows where. It could be something going like longer distance that has time on it, or it could be something relatively short that works with my hours. I don't care either way. If I can burn up hours and make money, let's do it. But I have a concern that I might have to get do a 34 before I can get a pre-plan or something. So I might not even get out of here until Wednesday for all we know. We'll find out though. Not really a bad problem to have, I guess. Alright, so final review on this customer we just left, Kelly's Foods. Yeah, if you don't really know the process, it can be, I can see where it would be confusing, and you know, you'd stand around a long time wondering who's going to help you, because the loaders, that's not their job to do that. They have a certain, that specific person there who does that. So you can stand in there and see a bunch of guys going in and out and seem like they're all ignoring you because, well, sorry, it's not their job to do it. They're not, and that might even be forbidden from doing it. You don't know. So I would just call probably the dock boss or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how they do things there, but yeah, it was that somewhat older white guy there, heavier build. He's the one who came up to my truck to tell me I could dock in. He's also the same one who gave me the bills back when I was done. And the same one you saw me waiting for to finish walking back over from telling Hay Trucking that he could dock in. For him, he was, I would say, cordial. I wouldn't say overly friendly, but he was cordial and professional, I guess I would say. You know, I guess on the quiet side, but you know, and I can tell he was trying to do his job be professional, at least. I don't know. Maybe it could just be the day of the particular day, he might just have one of those kind of days, or maybe he's in pain or something. I don't know. But you know, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't like, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Like drinking buddy kind of stuff, but doesn't have to be that way either. As long as you're not an asshole to me, I don't care. Whatever your personality is, I mean, so I guess that's what I'll just leave it as. He's the only one I really interacted with. I think actually there was another guy I greeted when I think he was doing his work and I was just closing my doors after we docked out. Now he seemed friendly, but it was just kind of a, you know, a quick friendly hello, whatever, while we both went about our way. So, and you saw how easy it was to dock in there. Really, I did see also. There was another building just to the south of where I staged. That it said, what did it say? Driver lounge or something along that line. I can't remember, but I got the impression that I was it was driver lobby, I think is what it said. I didn't actually go inside it, but I don't know if it has like vending machines or restroom or anything like that in there. I didn't need to do any of that, or didn't have a need for any of that kind of stuff or desire, so I just didn't really find a real purpose to go in there, I guess. I should have, though. But, alright, yeah, and then other reviews do say that they'll let you park overnight there. So, you might want to confirm with them if you do intend to park overnight there, if you're using this video to scout ahead on them. Alright, otherwise, I'm going to call this one a day here, right? We're going to be continuing on 429 from this split right here. And eventually up in Zillwood, right? Again, I don't know when I'll have another video for you guys. Could be pretty soon, could be a little bit here. Because I am still trying to play catch up, right? Alright, if you all have a great day, thanks for hanging out and watching. Alright, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.